we're going to be showcasing 5 more data packs for Minecraft 1.20. I'm currently in 1.20.2, but they should work in 1.20.1 and also 1.20. The downloads will also be linked in the description in the order I showcase them in the video. So let's jump straight to the first one. The first one is called Vanilla Utilities, and this basically adds some cool features to the game. The first thing it adds is the ability to actually sneak near an armor stand and right click on it, and as you can see, it actually swaps the armor, which I think is really cool. If you have a load of sets of armor, maybe one for the nether, one for the overworld, one for maybe ocean exploring, this makes it really easy to actually swap out from your armor. It adds more than just swapping armor. If you actually have more than 2 sticks within your hand, you can actually click them on the armor stand to give the armor stand arms, as you can see. You can also, if you have 63 or less smooth stone slabs, you can actually click them on the armor stand to remove the plate, and then you can also click it on again to actually add the plate back, which I think is also really cool, so you can kind of customize the armor stand. And it is really simple to do. Obviously, you just click with sticks, or you actually click with a stone slab. And the next thing you can actually do with armor stands, if you have a potion of invisibility, the 3-minute long one, and you click that onto the armor stand, as you can see, it actually removes the stick from inside. And then to make it visible again, if you click it with a empty glass bottle, as you can see, the armor stand is now back. This does also make shearing item frames possible. So if you actually have an item in an item frame and then you sneak near it, as you can see, you can actually remove the item frame. And it actually turns out it doesn't need to have an item in it. As you can see, I can now place items in this because I know there's an item frame there. This is really cool if you obviously want to decorate a little bit more around your base. And I do like that it actually highlights the item frames. And let's cover a few more little minor tweaks that the actual data pack makes. The first thing, if you actually try to put a pig in a saddle in vanilla Minecraft, there is no way to actually get the saddle off the pig. The only way to actually get the saddle off the pig inside of vanilla Minecraft is to actually kill the pig. Well, this data pack does it, so if you actually just click on the pig with a empty hand, as you can see, the saddle is actually removed, which is really good because you don't have to kill your pig. So if you want to remove the saddle to maybe put it on a horse, you don't have to take the pig's life to do so. This does also work with striders as well. Now, this data pack does add a lot to the game, but I'm going to cover a few more because it will take forever if I cover everything. The next thing, you can actually repair anvils with iron blocks. As you can see, the anvil is repaired when I actually click iron onto it. So you don't actually have to waste 30 iron to repair an anvil. You can literally just click 9 iron onto it and the anvil will be repaired. By sneaking with shears, as you can see, you get vines and the moss is gone. And you can actually put the moss back by sneak clicking vines onto the block. And then the final thing I'm actually going to cover, cakes now actually have a item drop, which is really good. The second data pack we're going to cover in this video is decorative sniffer eggs. Now, inside of the game, you can't actually decorate with sniffer eggs because after 10 or 20 minutes, the actual egg will hatch, breaking and removing it. Well, this data pack makes a minor tweak, and when you actually put the egg inside of an item frame, as you can see, it renders as a solid egg. Now, as you can see, it does actually have a hitbox, so it works basically like the sniffer egg. The only thing is, it will never hatch. It will never leave hatching stage 0, I think, which I think is cool because if you want to build a sniffer enclosure or something that uses these as decoration, you can now actually do that. You can also place them from the ceiling, although it doesn't actually do anything, although that does actually look really cool having them hanging from trees. It looks kind of like an overgrown fruit. But yeah, this is quite a simple data pack. This is all it actually adds, but this is so useful if you actually think of these as decoration blocks. The only problem is though, you do lose your item frame. As you can see, if I place down the item frame, put the egg inside, and then I actually break the egg, the item frame is deleted. Third data pack we are actually going to cover is crafties. I think I'm saying that correct, bamboo villages. Now, the thing about this is they actually have a load of different types. They have some for normal jungle villages using like jungle wood. They have, I think, cherry villages. So definitely do check out their page on Planet Minecraft, as they do have a load of different types. I chose the bamboo ones because obviously bamboo is new. This one right here, I don't know if they're all like this, but this one has like 2 villagers inside. It has like a watchtower with a ladder, and then it also has this structure right here, which is, I think, meant to be a villager with some crown on its head. There is also then some mud and stuff like that around, but if you actually head inside of here, there is a ladder which goes up to a chest with, okay, that is some good loot, some arrows, diamond sword, emeralds, then lily pad, bamboo, and bone meal. It's really good because it has some villagers, especially for the 1.20.2 experimental toggle for villagers. This makes it so they spawn naturally within this biome. So if you want to get the trading books from them villagers, you can then actually do so. And it does also just make some items a little bit more obtainable. Like, as you can see, there's 2 bells right there. There are some blocks in the floor that you'd only find in certain biomes. Okay, actually seems like we got very unlucky with that first find. This is another one that I have just actually teleported to. This one has the same villager structure right here. So I think this is the center of the actual village because of the bells. Then once again, there is the chest inside. If I quickly just go in with, once again, pretty much the same loot. But as you can see, if we quickly just fly around, there are paths within this one that go to some certain structures. As you can see right here, there is a panda enclosure. There is then also some paths that go to another panda enclosure right here. The paths that seem to expand off quite a bit. As you can see, they go down there. There are no actual houses, which kind of sucks, but I guess that is maybe because it's in the jungle. There are also villagers and also a lot of pandas. And also a lot of parrots. I don't know if they're part of the actual structure or if they are a part of just the generation. The 4th data pack we are going to cover is Grid. Now this data pack adds some tweaks to crafting recipes, and I actually think the tweaks it makes are kind of good. So what it basically does is a lot of the actual items that use iron within their recipes has been switched out for copper. So if we quickly just scroll through, some of them that have been switched out, as you can see, hoppers now require copper instead of iron. It then also is the same with observers. They require, instead of quartz, they now require copper. Tripwire hooks also now require copper instead of iron. Pistons now also require copper inside of their recipe instead of the iron. This data pack does also add a recipe for mob spawners. As you can see, some chains, blaze rods, iron bars, and also end crystal. There's also a crying obsidian recipe. As you can see, 8 obsidian with a ghast here in the center. So basically it just adds some recipe tweaks. Enchanted golden apples are now craftable again with gold blocks and also a nether star. That's actually not a bad recipe. It makes nether stars a little bit more useful. So although it only adds a few minor tweaks to recipes, it does also make, XP bottles craftable with either 4 skulk blocks and a bottle or 1 skulk catalyst / shrieker for a bottle. That's kind of cool. I guess that's a good trade-off because technically these are just combined XP. So all the data pack does really is make some tweaks and add some new crafting recipes, but I think some of the actual tweaks it makes things just a little bit easier to obtain, or it also gives copper a lot more use. And if you go to a dripstone cave, you can actually get copper quite easily. The 5th and final data pack we're going to cover is called Wanted. And basically what this does is it adds a mob that players within the world can actually hunt. A actual mob will be rolled. So we've actually got a ghast for 40 XP. Now basically what you have to do is it's the first player to find the mob and kill it. If no one finds the mob before the actual Minecraft day ends, then the mob will be killed and no one will get the reward. If someone finds the mob and kills it before the day ends, then they will be the only person who can get the reward. No one else will then be able to try and find it, as there is only one per Minecraft day. So I think this is actually a really cool data pack because it makes it so there's a little bit more of a challenge every Minecraft day for basically a hunt. Now, you obviously don't need to hunt for it. There's no negative effect to not killing it. There is only, obviously, you lose the reward, which I think the reward for this ghast is 40 XP. So I've just actually re-rolled the mob. We have got Guardian this time around. So let's actually see if we kill a Guardian. One thing that might be the case is it might not be able to be spawned by an egg. It might have to be a naturally generated one. That is maybe the only thing that I'm thinking, because currently I've not actually killed a naturally generated one. There we go. It seems like ghasts are maybe bugged then, as right there, we got 56 XP. Now, it's not the amount of XP it says, it's actually points, not levels. So, for example, we got 56 points right there, which took us up to about 10, 11 levels. And I also like that it doesn't spawn a certain mob that you have to kill. It gives you a type of mob that you have to hunt down. I also like that the reward isn't any custom item or anything like that, because a custom item obviously makes the game feel less vanilla. But anyway, that is the 5 data packs for this week. If you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.